Hi, my magical creatures, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video, I'm gonna do a story time video where I got discriminated for being transgender. So also too, it also like a little bit of story time does take place at Ratchet University. So I guess this will consider as another Ratchet University story time video. Because I know you guys wanted to hear more of that. Also too, like, get into my look. So the look that I'm serving, I'm doing like a Maddie inspire euphoria look. Like when I think it was like season 2 episode 1, like she came in wearing that dress and she had her hair, you know. So I'm gonna go ahead and do like that too. Yeah, so super cute. So before we begin, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, a like, and don't forget to subscribe. It's a free way to help your girl out. So let's get started. Okay, once upon a time, I was friends with this girl from high school, and I remember there was this county fair that was going on that was like down the street from Ratchet University. So my friend at the time, we're gonna call her French Fry. I don't know. I just think French fries when I see her. So we're gonna call her French Fry. And then we went to go pick up her sister. They're really not biologically sisters. They were adopted, or they grew up together in the same foster system. So her name, we're gonna call her Traitor, because she was a traitor. And then also too, she had like a son too. We can call him Popcorn. She had like a little son. He was probably like 4 years old. We can call him Popcorn. And then the baby daddy, let's call him, I don't even know what to call him. We're gonna call him Fred. Okay. And then the mom, I really want to call her something mean, but I was like, for monetization reasons, we're just gonna call her Mom. The mom. So, okay. Dang, I forgot the names that I already gave the characters. Okay, so basically what happened was me and French Fry, we went to Trader's house. We went to her house, or actually we were actually walking to her baby daddy's mama house. That's where we was actually going. So we went ahead, we went there. So we walked from Ratchet University to the county fair, and then we had to go pick up her sister, Trader or whatever. And then we had to go pick up her and then her son Popcorn, and then yeah, and then the mom was at Fred's, her baby daddy, Fred. And then we went to his house, his mama house. So we get there, right? So I was looking cute. So this was back when I was like pre-transition. Like the outfit that I was wearing, I was literally like, had like a little pixie cut going on. I was wearing a cute little red crop top with like some black high-waisted jeans from the Pretty Little Liars line from Aeropostale. I don't know if you guys remember that. And then also too, I had like little fake eyelashes or whatever. So I was looking cute or whatever. I had a little bit of makeup on. I was cute. So we went to the house. As soon as I get there, like, I could not believe it. Like, I was the dad, so Fred's dad like came out and he didn't have a shirt on or whatever, but as soon as he saw me, he kind of immediately started putting his hand up to his like chest and everything, trying to like cover himself. I'm like, you need to calm down, because nobody wants your old like nobody wants your old self, okay? And then on top of that, he was all talking to my friend French Fry, like, oh hey French Fry, how are you? Oh my god, such a blessing to see you, like da 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 da. And I'm like, I'm standing right here too, like, and then he was like, oh hi, yeah, and just like walked away. And I was like, back then I was like 18, so like I had just came out of high school, like I was just finding myself, you know. And I was just kind of like, what's his problem? So then all of a sudden, like, Fred came out. He was being really rude and mean to me too. And then on top of that too, like, I'm looking at French Fry too, like, girl, I hope you gonna say something or defend me or something. And she just was like, girl, just ignore them, like they're stupid, like da 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 da. And so literally, like, the sister came out, and then Fred's sister came out. She was very like tomboyish, you know. She was kind of all right. Like, she would say her opinion or whatever. It was like, I don't agree with LGBT people, but like, it is what it is. I'm just like, whatever. Whatever. And so, also too, so the mom came out. So the mom came out, and then she looked at me. I said, oh, like, hey, like, like, I'm in their house. Like, I'm going to be respectful and everything and just be like, oh, polite and stuff. And so she literally just looked at me, looked me up and down, and just rolled her eyes. And I literally looked at her like, what the, like, what? I looked at French Fry like, did this just happen? See, had it been now, I probably would have cussed her out and then left out of the house. But back then, I was very like timid. I was very shy. Like, I was very like, I didn't really stand up for myself at that time. At that time, I was learning how to stand up for myself. Now, I don't have a problem standing up for myself. I kind of just was like, what the heck? And then so French Fry was like, girl, don't even worry about it. Like, we about to go to the county fair. Like, we about to go. So we go ahead. So Trader finally comes out the room with popcorn. So we end up walking to the county fair, and I'm over here talking to French Fry about the situation. Like, what the heck? Like, what is their issue with me? Like, they're like, they just don't, they're very like religious. They just don't agree with like your lifestyle and everything. And I'm like, that's fine, but at the end of the day, it's like, be respectful, you know what I'm saying? At least it could have gone down a little worse. Like, they could have been like, get the F out of my house, like, stuff like that. But I was really hurt. I was really hurt. I was really sad. But as soon as we got to the county fair, like, all of my friends showed up, and then I was just like around people that like loved me. So I was just like, oh my God. So long story short, I want to say, like, long story short, like, not even long story short, but so after the county fair, like, all my friends, was there, like Adriana, like, if y'all remember from the Louis Vuitton vlog or whatever, that she was there, everything like that. So I want to say, after all that had went down and happened and everything like that, so I'm gonna tell you why Trader got her name Trader. So like, we were all cool and everything, and then basically French Fry went and got a boyfriend at the time, and me and French Fry, we were like sisters. Like, we had a sisterhood. We were so close. Like, me and her, we just look at each other. Like, we'll look at somebody and look at each other and not even say anything, and we knew exactly what we were thinking. That's how close me and French Fry was. And so she went and got a boyfriend, and then after that, I went to Trader, and I was like, I'm a little sad because, she's spending all her time with this guy, and it's like she's leaving me, like, she basically kicked me to the curb, and I'm like, I don't even understand what her problem is. I was like, her and her relationship may not even like last like that, and she over here gonna really choose him over me. So that's what I say, y'all. And so she went and told French Fry what I said, but I think what I said wasn't even that bad. Like, so French Fry asked me like, oh, is it true that you said that? And I was like, yeah, I said that. And then say that me and my relationship won't even last. I said, and yeah, I did say it, but let me explain. And then she was like, I don't even want to hear it. And so 4 years of our friendship, she just threw that down the drain over what I said. Like, what? So, I mean, back then I was hurt about it, but now I don't really care. I'm laughing at it now because it's like, no, you the one that got the problem. So after that incident, after the whole friendship thing, friends split apart, stuff like that. What was I gonna say? So I want to say like years later. I want to say like 3 years later. 3 years later, you guys, I'm working on myself. I'm already feminized. I think at the time I already had my breast augmentation. I had a weave going on, my makeup. Like, I was a total different person. So I want to say I was at Ratchet University. I was leaving class, you guys, and there's like a little daycare center at Ratchet University, and Popcorn, Trader's son, would go there, So guess what? I was leaving, I was walking down the path, and then I'm walking past the daycare center, and at the same time of two people walking out, they're walking right next to me, and I'm like, great. So I look and I see Popcorn, and I'm like, oh my God, is that Trader's son, Popcorn? This was like 3 years later, you guys. Like, I haven't talked to them, haven't seen them, none of that. And then guess who's next to Popcorn? Is the mom, Fred's mom, the one that rolled her eyes at me and looked me up and down and everything. Yeah. So I see her and I'm like, oh my God. So I just keep walking, right? And she was like, oh, excuse me. Hello, excuse me. And I turn around and I look at her, and I just look at her, and I just see nothing but some red lipstick. I'm like, honey, you don't even, it looks smeared on too. And I'm like, girl, leave me alone. So I look at her and I'm like, and she's like, I just want to say, like, hey, like, how are you? Like, you're Trader's friend, right? And I was like, no, I'm not anymore. But I mean, I kind of just looked at her so confused. I had like one of those like WTF moments, you know? And I just looked at her and I was like, you know, because I have already gotten over that and everything. So, because it was like 3 years later, I looked at her and I was like, is this the same lady that like rolled her eyes at me and everything? So I just looked at her so confused and I was like, I'm not trying to be rude, but are you Fred's mom? And she's like, well, yes, I am. Yes. I was like, I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but I mean, you were pretty rude at me when I first met you and you rolled your eyes at me and you looked me up and down. I sure did said that. And I looked at her too and I was like, I don't understand why you're saying hi to me at this point. She was like, oh, honey, I'm rude to everybody. Like, it's not just you. And I was like, okay. And then she was like, well, you have a really nice day and, you know, stuff like that. And I was like, whoa. And so after that, she like walked away and like, I'm just like, oh my God, like that was so crazy. Um, so I kind of wanted to tell that story time. I wanted to like tell you guys, you know, you ladies, you know, you guys, I wanted to tell y'all that, you know, just because someone is rude to you or you experience some discrimination or hardship or whatever, it's not you, it's them, it's the person. You know, they have their own questioning and they're still trying to figure out their own self. Like there's people still in their 50s and 60s still trying to figure out their life, you know, and figure out who they are, you know. I want to say too, like, ignorant is bliss. And the lesson I took out of it is that don't take everything so personal, you know. I mean, stand up for yourself and, you know, distance yourself from people that are rude and really negative and stuff like that. But just know, like, their action is a reflection of who they are and what they're going through and everything like that. It's their problem, you know? And it was just crazy how a few years later, this lady ended up apologizing to me and was like really trying to say hi and being cool and everything like that. I don't know what shifted in that lady's mind or whatever, but hey. So I definitely wanted to say, like, in the end it was kind of a happy ending in a way, but I mean, you know, it was really interesting. But if you guys like this video, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay magical.